So a message from your vampire friends when it comes to your specific person. So if you're coming on here looking for what is your SP thinking about you, this reading is for you. So the first card that I got, and again, this is from Le Vampire Oracle deck, is the Creator, okay? So the Catalyst, Maker, Mother, and Father. So what I got right away from this card is that this journey that you're taking with your specific person or you're toward a relationship is going to be the catalyst for your awakening, right? So for you to become aware of who you are and that you're actually here as a consciousness trying to kind of wake up to who you actually are, right? So this is an interesting start actually, because most people don't understand that's what it ultimately is when you're trying to find love, is you're actually trying to find love within yourself. So the mother father here is also interesting because we learn how to love ourselves through our parents. So when we're younger, or through our guardians, or through our authority figures, friends, that kind of thing. So look what's coming up with your SPA. So if you're feeling like they're not listening to you, did one of your parents not listening to you? Did your guardian not, right? Do you find that you're feeling rejected by them? Were you rejected by people in school? This is what you need to look for, you know? And people say, you can change your SP. Like the only way you change another is you change yourself because you're a projector. Here I'm giving lots of secrets in one of my first videos, yeah? So if you want your SP to change, you have to change within. You have to change how you see yourself and how you identify yourself in the world. Are you worthy of love? Do you feel worthy of love? If you don't, you better start changing that mindset, right? So there's different ways to do it, affirmations, subliminals, whatever you choose, right? I say whatever works best for you. I don't care what anybody says. You have to find the method that works best for you. And sometimes you need a method because that's how we're taught in this place until you really wake up, okay? So the creator is going to come out through this adventure in your SP, okay? So what is your SP thinking? What you're thinking they're thinking. That's really what it is, okay? It's a projection of your own consciousness, okay? So let's move on to the primal. So the primal here is connecting deep within in the sacral dance and instinct, okay? So again, your sacral chakra is how you express your creativity or sexuality, that kind of thing, right? So if that chakra in itself is blocked, and it is blocked through beliefs, but it's also blocked through energy, right? So if your sacral chakra is blocked, you'll feel like you're kind of stuck in a rut, that your creativity is kind of like gone, right? And you'll also feel that you're not in power, right? So the primal is powerful. Whether we like this or not, the primal is powerful, okay? Because it doesn't have a bunch of stories that tells it it's not, right? So our natural power, our natural selves are actually powerful because we're creators, right? So ultimately we are creators, okay? So working on, say, the second chakra aspects, beliefs, about yourself, knowing your own power as a creator, ultimately will help you in this journey toward your SP, right? So ultimately, if you want to be with your SP, you have to look at these aspects of yourself, guys. Because even if you did, say, bring your SP back, you can't hold them if you don't understand that you're creating it, that you're the one that is projecting this story. So I'm getting, take out a pen, write all the things that we talked about, write about how you're feeling, write about all that stuff. Be aware of it. So now it's coming to the light, right? So connecting deep within, bring it to the light so that you can see it and go, is this true? Is this ultimately true? Is it ultimately true? And if it's not true, then you can bust through that belief. Then you can move through it, right? Because it's not true, right? Any falsity can't really stay. It's just that you actually believe it's true from your quote unquote experiences, or what you've been told. That's how it kind of works. So once you move through that, write out the new things you want. Write your new story about you and your SP, for example, or your specific person. Ultimately, I would say it's best to write about just love in general. How do you want to be with love? How do you want to be with another person? How do you want to be with yourself? Right? So when you are that within yourself, it's inevitable, you will definitely be with your true love, whether it's your person you're focusing on now or somebody else. That's the truth. That's a secret. Okay. A lot of times when you do a lot of inner work, you figure out the person you're wanting now is more of an egoic kind of want as opposed to a real, genuine desire from within. Okay. So work on this. Work on taking care of yourself. Work on going deep within and taking out the garbage per se. I am a Reiki master, so I do a lot of energy work and clearing because it does help shift your mind, right? So your mind can do it, yes, but your energy is first, always first. If someone doesn't understand that, I don't know. So energy's first. So when you start to clear these aspects out, it's like doing a spring cleaning in all areas of your life, right? Because that will dictate eventually how you think and your thoughts, what you believe, what you're open to, right? So sometimes when you're really shut down in a particular chakra, you're not open to a real solution that can help you to get to where you want. For example, the ideal relationship for you, right? So be mindful of this as well. So you can do your mental work, but you can also do energetic work. You can do things like Reiki clearing, that kind of stuff. Um, Also, I do offer readings, love readings. I call them Aphrodite readings because she'll come through to actually see. She really narrows down what your actual block is. So we can start to clear that thing, right? So then you can actually start to venture out and be really on the path to what your ultimate true heart desires. Okay. And whatever that is for you is whatever that is for you. It could be a specific person, could be someone who shows up and all of a sudden you're like, what was I thinking? You know what I mean? This is the truth, how it works. So if you want to get a very specific reading for love, it's in my Etsy shop. It'll be under, I think, the Aphrodite love reading. Or if you want a general reading or an overall reading for unconscious, what's really stuck in your unconscious that's been keeping you in loops and patterns, I would highly recommend the 9 World Rune reading because that's the only one that really gets deep into the unconscious to see not only what's from your unconscious, but what's also from your ancestry, right? So we can carry patterns and energies from our families, and so just take a look around. Take a look around. If you have a particular struggle, did your parents have that struggle, right? Do your siblings have that struggle? It's not a coincidence, right? So again, it's an unconscious thing. This is unconscious that you're like, oh, it's been kind of implanted in there, and energetically, that's how we play these out. That's how it works, right? So it's an energy kind of or frequency kind of transfer to you, right? That you will struggle with until you figure out, oh, this isn't what I want. I don't need to repeat these patterns. You don't need to. There's no need to repeat a pattern once it's illuminated, once you're aware of the pattern. Okay? So awareness is key because awareness is love, right? Awareness is your higher aspect of self, right? But it needs you to see it. So it can go, okay, now we can move ahead. They got it now, right? Because you do need to close loops. You need to change your energy trajectory to get exactly what you want, right? That's how it works. So if you're interested in a love reading, I have my Etsy shop linked below because, like I said, sometimes the block is hard for you to see because you've been looking at it, obviously, and you can't see it. If you don't have it, it's because you can't really see it, and that's okay. So that's what readings are for. They're there to help you go, okay, why am I doing all these techniques and nothing's happening? Because this needs to go, right? Sometimes it happens. Sometimes you'll affirm and you get it. Do you know what I mean? Like you get it right away, and that means there wasn't much resistance. Okay? So that's what the readings are for. So hopefully this helped whomever it was for, meant for. I would say generally, if you're looking for an SP, a specific person, this is a great reading to start to really understand what's going on. So I'm Lady Grace, and I'll talk to you soon.